Bruce Dern is known for playing unforgettable characters in movies like Marnie, Coming Home, The Great Gatsby, and more recently in Monster and Django Unchained. He is getting a lot of Oscar buzz for his new film, Nebraska.
Come on, let me take you home.
Going to Lincoln. It's the last thing I do. I don't care what you people think.
Listen to me, you didn't win anything. It's a complete scam, so you gotta stop this, okay?
I'm running out of time.
You didn't have a suitcase.
I'm not staying there.
Dad, I can't let you go.
It's none of your business.
Yes, it is. I'm your son.
Well, then why don't you take me?
You can't just drop everything and drive to Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh, what else you got going on?
That performance has already earned him Best Actor honors from the Cannes Film Festival and the National Board of Review. Bruce Dern, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
First of all, congratulations. The National Board of Review came out just this week and said Best Actor. How is that feeling to get this kind of reception?
I think the best thing about it all, and maybe the whole trip of Nebraska for me, has been that the folks seem to be coming together and kind of saying, well, Bruce Dern can play. Mm-hmm. And that's all it's been about for me from the very beginning. You know, I just, rather than one individual performance, I just like them to know that I could play. And if you make an all-star team, that's fabulous. But, you know, how many people do we know that were on teams that never made the playoffs?
Right. Bruce, you have had a long career. It is something like 80 films, countless TV shows. I read you said this is all a marathon. It's not a sprint.
No.
How did you feel about getting this role, though? When you first saw the script, what struck me is there's not a lot of dialogue for your character.
Well, what struck me was if you get a script from Alexander Payne and you get kind of a half-a role, you have to do it. And it's a privilege. And when I began, I knew I had to get out of Philadelphia where I'd quit college. I had to go to New York. I had to try and become a member of the Actors Studio and work for Kazan. Well, now the kids want to work for Alexander Payne or Quentin Tarantino. And it's the same kind of a feeling as I had with Mr. Kazan. And it's very challenging, but at the same time, he gives you fabulous teammates. It works on the paper. When he gave me the script, I've invented a lot of stuff to keep characters alive in my career, embroidered, if you will. I didn't have to do any of that in this movie. It was all on the script. Mm-hmm. When we go in the house and there's a scene where I say, this was my room in my old house. And the wife says, you know, this is where Woody's little brother David died. And Will Forte, who's my son, says to me, you remember that, Dad? And the line that's written is, I was there. I was there. Who says stuff like that? But this guy has it in his script already. Mm-hmm. You don't have to come up with that stuff. And that was just, that's my daughter Laura did a series called Enlightened. That's enlightenment. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so it's been wonderful so far. It feels good that people, the biggest thing is, I'm trying to get people to go out and see the movie because we're kind of like the little engine that could with all the movies that are out there.
Well, you were saying, Bruce, that you actually saw the script for the first time 10 years ago. Yeah. But it took that long to get this movie made, in part because Alexander Payne wanted to make it in black and white.
Yeah, that was the biggest issue that he had the problem with. And Brad Gray and Adam Goodman at Paramount understood they had to let him make his vision.
But for a long time, everybody just said no?
Well, other studios and stuff, and even Paramount had, and a couple things happened for him. The Descendants did very well. Yep. And the movie with the little dog and the black and white movie, The Artist, had just won an Academy Award. So they lightened up a little bit, but they saw, you know, there are certain directors, you just let them make their movies. Mm-hmm. Terrence Malick, Quentin, Alexander Payne, and Alexander does it very well.
You've had a lot of great roles. You've said this was the role of a lifetime. I mean, apart from this part, what's your favorite?
I don't look back well. Mm-hmm. I've always felt an actor is only as good as his next movie. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really good at that. I'm proud. I only made one movie I wasn't totally proud of, but you got 85 people go out there somewhere for 10 weeks or 8 weeks to make a movie. Right. And it's a teamwork. I was always a runner, so I was never in a team sport. I missed that. Movies are the ultimate teamwork.
And what was the one movie you aren't proud of?
Wonton Ton, the dog that saved Hollywood.
I remember that movie.
I've not seen that one.
It starred Art Carney, Madeline Kahn, Bruce Dern, and a dog, German Shepherd. It was about making Rin Tin Tin a movie star.
Right.
And I played Daryl Zanuck, who made him a movie star.
Well, you've more than made up for this film, Bruce Dern. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Such a pleasure to have you.